Hello, Internet. I just wanted to talk a little bit more about my results. Um, the pictures I showed are actually kind of old. I don't have a whole lot of recent pictures. I'm actually terrible about taking pictures, so I'm sorry. I will try to get a little bit better as you know, since I'm documenting my transition now. The pictures of me flexing were from I think September 2012. I did put on more bulk before the end of 2012. I think I was at my highest around New Year's. Um, so unfortunately, I didn't really get any pictures. But since then, actually, I pulled a muscle in my back and in my calf all at the same time, working out like a psycho. So I've actually probably lost a good chunk of my mass. But hopefully, I'll be going on T soon. And honestly, with the kind of working out I keep up, I think I'll be able to get that mass back really quick and pile on more on top of that. So, you know, fingers crossed for that. Okay. Um, as far as actual numbers and things I can do, I just kind of want to talk about. I did reach a level of fitness that I did not expect. I honestly didn't know I could put on that muscle. I mean, my back looks awesome, and I really didn't expect those kind of results just from the natural transitioning. So that was a happy surprise. Okay, so some numbers. I can do 17 push-ups in 30 seconds. And that's military style push-ups, which are the push-ups where your hands go right beneath your shoulders and your elbows go across your rib cage. So they're narrower. They're not like your standard ones where you're out here. You're like this. Um, they're actually more difficult to do, a lot more tricep work. Uh, but the more you practice them, the better you get. So I can do 17 of those in 30 seconds, which isn't really anything earth-shattering, but for someone that's female bodied, that's pretty good. Um, I mean, before I would probably maybe do like 10 and then quit, and it would probably take me 30 seconds to do 10. So, that's progress, and I can do more than that. That's just kind of like race to 30. How many can you do? Okay. I think I can probably do 50 to 40 sit-ups in a minute. I honestly don't remember the exact number. It's been a while since I've timed it. These are drills we do in our competition team at our martial arts dojo. So it's been a while since I've done that. Like I said, I've been on benched because of strained muscles, so I don't remember what those numbers were exactly, but I'm pretty sure it was somewhere between 40 and 50 sit-ups in a minute. Also, I can do diamond push-ups now, which are really difficult. And when I first started doing P90X and stuff, I couldn't even really do one. Your hands are like this below your chest, and your legs are wide. So when you're doing these really wacky push-ups, they're so tricep intensive. Um, I couldn't really do. I would have to go on my knees, which is just kind of awkward because your legs are wide for those push-ups, but that's how I started doing them. And honestly, I would be on my knees and I couldn't even put my hands together. I would be on my knees with my hands out to here. This is how I had to start doing those push-ups. And then eventually I could bring my hands closer together. That's how they get harder and harder. So now I can do those. I can honestly do a pretty good set. Okay, so pull-ups, I can do the wide pull-ups and also the close grip pull-ups. I generally get about 4 in one set and then can do a second set of 3. Chin ups, I can do 7, and then like a set of 5, which isn't bad. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who can barely do 1 or 2, so I know that's nothing insane, but, you saw what my back looked like, so I know those numbers aren't freakishly high or really even that high at all, but it got me my results. And honestly, before I could even really do a decent set of pull-ups and chin-ups, I had a bar and I would just throw a band over it and do the motion. So, yeah. Okay, when it comes to lifting weights, uh, I did up my weights pretty quickly when I started really working out a lot. And then I kind of hit a plateau. I also didn't have money to buy higher weights because weights are really expensive. So I did curls. I curled 15s, and I generally did two sets of 6 to 8. The P90X mantra is kind of like 6 to 8 for bulk, 10 to 12 for uh, lean. Obviously, I was going for bulk, so I would do a heavier weight, lower reps. Um, but I usually did 8 to 10. I think honestly after a while, because like I said, I needed to up the weights and I just didn't have the money to get higher weights. So, okay, so, and I did curls, bicep curls. I did shoulder presses, which are these ones, and I did upright rows, all with 15s, um, which was good. That was, I mean, when I started, I think I was using 10s or 12s. So, kickbacks, obviously, I got my triceps really got better. Kickbacks are this motion. So when I started doing those sort of tricep workouts, I was using like an 8 pounder. I think I might have even started with a 5. So I really, I mean, 10 or 12 pounds, that's a lot. When you're starting with 5. So there was a lot of improvement in my triceps. And you can actually see my triceps now. Like if I were to flex, you would see definition in my arms, from my triceps. So that's really cool. I really like the level of fitness I've achieved, and like I said, it's really not even that phenomenal. It's just been a lot of progress for me, and my cardiovascular ability has increased a lot to doing all the high intensity interval training from Turbo Fire. It makes regular cardio like easy. So that's pretty awesome. Um, those are mainly my thoughts there. I'm not really trying to brag or anything or stroke my ego. Honestly, talking about this, I just figured it might help other trans guys know like what someone else's numbers are, what you can kind of expect if you're lifting, if you're starting at 5 or 8 pound weights right now. That's where I started too, was with 5 and 8 pound weights. So, and then I worked up to 15s and 12s, so that's pretty cool. And then honestly, I couldn't even buy if I was able to afford more weights, I'm sure I could have gone higher in time. So, yeah, that's been my progress so far. Like I said, I've been benched for like a month and a half now, so my progress hasn't gone up. I kind of hope when I go into, I'm just gonna go like Super Saiyan and turn into like a tank. Oh, I can't wait. But okay, that's really all. So take care.